Dragon Ball Super as of late has been absolutely amazing. I mean, with the Universal God of Destruction tournament happening, there have been lots of awesome, twists and turns, lots of showcases happening, just so many awesome things occurring at this tournament. But the one thing I want to talk about here is pacing. Now, I want to ask the Dragon Ball community here, what are your overall thoughts on the pacing of Dragon Ball Super thus far with the Universal God of Destruction tournament? Because for me personally, I am a little disappointed only because I would really wish that these fights were to drag out just a bit more, only because I feel as if the characters aren't being utilized correctly, and I do feel as if, having to push every single character to their limits would tell more of a story. For example, Botamo has very, very interesting, textures of skin. He does have a very unique fighting style. Every time you punch him, your attacks are, winded up going to a different dimension and stuff. And that's really, really cool, because how do you fight someone who's able to grab your attacks and just absorb your attacks and send them off somewhere else, I would have loved to see what would have happened if Botamo would have really go all out against someone like Super Saiyan Goku. Even though we all know that Super Saiyan Goku probably win, how would Goku's punches and kicks have an effect on Botamo? Even going back to Frost, we have a lot of interesting things occurring with Frost right now. I would love to see Frost be pushed to his limit as well, especially having to go up against Vegeta and stuff. I mean, who knows what's going to happen, but needless to say, I feel as if he is going to have his showcased event in a way, but he's gonna get massacred by Vegeta. I do love and respect the fact that Frost has been in here thus far 3 times. He fought Goku, he fought Piccolo, and now he's going to fight Vegeta. And I truly get a kick out of that, because finally we're getting something very interesting here. But in a way, it's kind of disappointing, because we do understand that Frost's time is about to be up after the next episode, and I do want to see more come out of that, because I feel as if Frost has more to offer. Now, a lot of people have been comparing Frost to Frieza. We can't really compare him to Frieza as of right now in terms of power, but we can compare him in terms of, like, character-wise. He's a scumbag, he's a deceiver, and he's a planetary liar. He creates wars just to profit off of the end result by stepping in there and creating a solution. He's creating problem-reaction solution. He creates the problem, he reacts to it, and then ultimately he creates a solution. So he has a very dynamic character, but the overall pacing has been so fast. Like, I really want to see certain fights be dragged out. Like, I really hope that Vegeta versus Kabe is dragged down. I really, really hope that the main event, whatever it might be with Hit and Monaka, or Hit versus Goku, whatever the case may be, I really hope that the main event gets extended, because that's the be-all, end-all of this tournament, I do want to see Goku and, whoever he fights, or if he comes back for that matter, but I do want to see him go all out, because we haven't seen him become a god. I do want to see what Hit's capable of. I do want to see what Monaka's capable of. But the overall pacing has been really, really fast, and I've been asking you guys on my other channel, what are your thoughts on that? And a lot of you guys seem to be enjoying it, only because you guys aren't too fond of filler. Now, I get that, I'm not too fond of filler either, in a way. Can you imagine if filler was actually presented in this episode? We would have gotten, shots from Gohan and Goten and Trunks and stuff back on Earth. And I don't think that's what people want to see as of right now. They do want to see the premise of what's going on in this tournament. But I just think that the fights ought to be a little bit more extended, because I just feel like everything's going at such a fast-ass pace that nobody's essentially able to keep up with what's going on, In a way, like in another way, it's kind of good, because we're getting by this really fast, just to open up to the next arc. Now, needless to say, I really hope that whatever arc comes out of this, it just presents more to the viewer, because honest to God, I don't want to see Dragon Ball just end off right now. Like, there's so many good things happening, there's so much good content, that if you were just to let go now, like, what would the franchise turn into? Again, maybe they're rushing because they want to end off the series, which I really doubt, but needless to say, let's just see what happens. But what are your overall thoughts on the pacing? Now, some of you guys may like it, some of you guys may hate it. Now, I have a friend, Nicholas Bass, Lego Lapras, I believe his YouTube name is. He made a video on one of my Facebook posts, and he made a lot of interesting, points. He was talking about how he wasn't interested in the characters, how he felt like the characters are mediocre and stuff. And I love Nicholas Bass. He's such a great kid. He has a great opinion and a great viewpoint on certain things. But in a way, I kind of disagree with him, because the characters aren't given a chance to utilize what they can really do, because they're essentially limited by the time. Like, everything's going by so fast. How do we know what Vegeta's capable of, or Kabe, or anybody else, because everything's going by so fast? I mean, we don't really have time to refocus and just, focus more on one character's development and stuff, because we don't just have the time. I mean, whatever the case may be, they might be rushing into another arc, or they might be rushing to finish the series. But I do agree with a lot of you guys that the pacing has been really, really fast. Again, some of you guys enjoy it, some of you guys may not. I, for one, do not enjoy it, because I do want to see the series just drag on a little bit, because this is a really important tournament. So for me, at least, it just showcases everyone's potential. It brings out the best in everybody. So I would love to see more come out of that. But what are your overall thoughts and opinions on that? Comment down below and let me know as to if you guys love the pacing or if you guys hate the pacing. So thank you all for watching. Once again, don't forget to subscribe. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. God bless you all, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.